Belly Belly.
Okay, hello everyone. It's Rylie Cook, aka the OneWheel Realtor here, and we've got a special episode today because we've got my lovely puppy Ellie, and we've got my fantastic mother Sally. And Sally and I actually work together. We've worked together for close to 5 years now. It's kind of crazy to think it's almost been 5 years.
I know.
But in addition to Sally having about 25 years of real estate experience working in the Greater Toronto area, she also was formerly a mortgage specialist. And this tool that we have is an added benefit over a lot of other agents because the knowledge that she has regarding this mortgage financing stuff is super valuable. Whether you're a first-time buyer or you're someone that's selling their 20th property, it's super important to have someone that knows what they're talking about when it comes to mortgages. So that brings us to today's topic. And we're going to talk about how to get a mortgage pre-approval. So, first question to you. What is a mortgage pre-approval and why should someone care?
Really, a mortgage pre-approval is just you going to a lender. You're saying, here's my income, here's my debt, here's my down payment. How much will you give me to purchase a home?
Right. And why is that so important?
Well, it's important for many reasons, but the biggest one is why waste your time looking for a home if you don't know whether or not you can get the money?
Wait, so people actually go out and look for properties before they get a mortgage pre-approval?
I am shocked. I mean, I've had people that I've been working with who have worked with agents prior to that, and they've been like 6 months out looking for a home and don't even know if the bank will give them any money. And some of the times I have to tell them, you don't qualify, and I'm not a lender.
Right.
You don't qualify.
Right. That's a little scary.
It's awfully scary.
That's a little scary. So, now that we've kind of got the basis of what a mortgage pre-approval is, are there any kind of intricacies about once you get a mortgage pre-approval? Are there any differences between them? Is it just you go to one bank, they say, hey, you're good for $500,000, and you can go the next day and buy a property for $500,000?
Well, there's two differences. One is the full mortgage pre-approval, and one is a quick qualifier. Now, if you go online to, say, Bank of Montreal or whoever, and they have a formula online, you put in your income, and they say, okay, well, this is what you qualify for. However, the danger in that is you actually might not, because you haven't given them any background information. Right. So really, when you're going for a full pre-approval, is you want to give them a confirmation of your income, confirmation of your down payment, and your closing costs, and also a credit report. Okay. So they need those things. And once they have all of those, a full pre-approval means that they've checked everything out, they're happy with it, and they're going to basically promise to give you the money to buy a home up to a certain price point that they've qualified you at. Do you want a story?
Yeah, we always want a story. Let's hear a story. Come on, let's go.
Well, it's not that a specific story, but the problem can be also when, say, you're self-employed or you're on contract. Now, if you went on a quick qualifier, you'd say, my income is X because that's what you made. The problem is when you go to a bank after the fact, they'll say, okay, I need 2 years tax returns and financials on the business. And you say, well, I'm only new in the business. Well, then you don't qualify.
Right.
Right? So the problem is if you don't give them all the backup information, you go out, find the home, and then they'll say, but you didn't tell me this, and you didn't tell me that. Right. And you've already committed to a home. And now you have to get yourself out of it if you can. And there's a danger if you go firm that you can't.
Right. And so you were talking before about getting a mortgage pre-approval from a lender. But yeah. What do you mean by this? When you say a lender, does that mean like just any old Joe Schmo that's going to give you money? Is it a bank? What is a lender?
Anybody will give you money.
Yeah.
But it could be, I mean, there's the A banks, you know, the TDs, the Royals, they're the A banks. The B banks might be somebody like Equitable or sort of a trust company, credit union. And then there's the C lenders, which is more private funds. Obviously, if you can, it's better to go with the A with the A lenders because usually the rates and stuff are a bit better.
Right.
The harder it is for you to qualify, the more expensive it is for you to borrow the money. So those would be the difference in the lenders. But yeah, anybody that give you money. But unfortunately, usually B's and C's don't do pre-approvals. You have to get a pre-approval through an A lender.
So do you just have to go to a bank to get that, or are there other people that you can work with?
Yeah, usually people will go to a bank because that's what they're familiar with. However, working with a mortgage broker is a really great way of doing it because they'll actually shop your deal around. And one of the things that you don't want to do when you're looking for any kind of credit is to be going shopping around branch to branch, different places, because every time you do, they pull a credit report on you. Every time they pull a credit report, it deducts from your point system, right? So with a mortgage broker, they'll usually take your information plus a credit report, shop it around so that they can look who might it's actually sales on interest rates.
Right.
So they might have a lender who has a sale on a specific product. They might have a excess of 4-year funds. So they might have a sale on. So the broker, and actually mortgage broker, will shop that around and possibly sometimes give you a better deal. Because the sad thing is a lot of the banks will give new clients deals versus the existing clients.
Okay, so if you had last 30 seconds to tell someone anything else about mortgage pre-approvals, anything else that you want to add in there?
Anything I want to add in is just make sure that you have your ducks in a row. Make sure that you have if you don't have a down payment yet, then really we don't do zero down payment mortgages anymore. We did have them for a short period of time, but yeah, make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row. Monies, paperwork, and have you done your budget?
Okay, and that's where we're going to have another video talking about how to budget plan. I'm not sure if I've already done that video. I think I've already done that video, actually. Yeah. There should be a link somewhere here if I've done it. If not, that'll be a future video. So that's it for today's video talking about mortgage pre-approvals. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and thank my lovely mother, Sally, for coming in and helping us out. And we can't forget Ellie. Say hi, Pops. Bye. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, bye.